And I gotta talk to this man, of course. Speaker, speaker, listen, I've got something for you to tell everyone. Tell everyone. The April update is April 12th.
Every moment we hesitate, the darkness comes closer.
You are right. We need to stop hesitating. We need to tell everybody. April 12th. Come back. There's new stuff here. Maybe you'll have some new stuff. I don't know. Maybe you'll offer some decent ghost shells for a change. I don't know. But what I do know, April 12th. New stuff's coming. Tell everyone. I got one more person to tell. I mean, I could go to the other part of the tower and go tell them, but no. There's one person here, and that's Xur! Xur, guess what? Well, April 12th is when the new content update's coming. For you, my friend, the date is April 15th. On April 15th, Xur, you become relevant again! Hooray! And that means on April 15th... God, wait a second. April 15th. There's something about that date. What is it about the 15th? What happens on the 15th? There's something, it's like a date that's like important, you know, you have to, you have to do something on the 15th, right? I don't know, I'll figure it out when I'm doing my taxes. Anyway, Xur, April 15th, you're going to come back and be relevant again, which means on April 15th, the Xur Report returns to relevancy! Hooray! Good morning, everybody. This is your good friend, the King, a.k.a. the Scott, welcoming you to yet another Destiny video. This is the Xur Report. Not for April 15th, 2016, but for March, whatever today's March date is. I'm spacing at the moment, but March 18th. I'm sorry, it's March 18th, 2016. And if you watched my opening, if you watched the whole thing, well, then you heard this. On April 12th, Bungie is giving us what we have been asking for, new content. We're getting a new strike. We're getting new weapons. We're getting new armor. We're getting a new quest. I would hope more than one, but we're getting a new quest. You know, I don't want to, you know, be disappointed in what they've said so far. We're getting a shader that makes us look like Taken. I mean, that's what a lot of people wanted, right? And we're possibly getting a new PoE mode, Prison of Elders, that more than likely involves Taken. So, there we go. We don't know a lot about the content update yet. Bungie is going to be giving it to us in bursts. The next 3 Wednesdays, they're going to have some more of their live, you know, videos that will be airing. One of them is going to tell us what we get to do. Another one's going to tell us what we get to earn, the new items, and then the third one, I believe, has to do with the new Crucible changes and more weapon tuning and all of that. So that's what's coming up for the next 3 weeks leading up to April 12th, which will, of course, give us our good friend the April update. And then 3 days later, on April 15th, Xur will make his first appearance in the tower after the content update, and hopefully he'll have items that are new, and hopefully he will return to a bit more relevancy, as unfortunately the last few weeks Xur has become almost an afterthought, and in some cases not a thought at all. So as your proprietor of the Xur Report, I have to look forward to this, because I would love to see the excitement return to Xur every week, because to me, Xur's arrival has always been awesome. And I like to be here for it. I like to bring this report to you. And so the idea that he's going to have some new stuff coming, and we're getting a new Xur, along with everything else, including a higher light level, which hopefully means that the light level of the items that we can get from all the vendors will go up as well. So it would be nice to be able to bring people forward a little further as we progress. But I'm getting a little ahead of myself here, because, again, this is not the April 15th report. It's not even the April 8th report. No, we're still in March. So let's find out what he has this week and see if it's worth buying.
It is my will to speak to you.
It's his will to speak to me, and it's my will to speak to you about what he's got. Leading off, we've got an insurmountable skull fort for the Titans. Now, this one gives you improved Storm Fist, if you're going to use it with just your arc class, the good old striker. Kills with Storm Fist immediately trigger health regeneration. That's actually, I believe, a perk on the skill tree that it gives you. I'm not on my Titan right now, or I would look for sure. You also respawn with full melee energy, and you gain a second melee charge. That was added for year 2. I like this helmet. It was one of my first Titan exotics. I believe it was my first Titan exotic armor. So I've always had a soft, a place in my heart for it. It's the Daft Punk helmet. And of course, now that I'm thinking about it, didn't he offer this last week? Go figure. I think I was talking about this helmet last week. So, for the first time in a long time, he's offering the same item 2 weeks in a row. Yay, variety! This one, not a good roll at 35 discipline, 34 strength. I would use glass needles, but again, you probably bought it last week if you wanted it. So, I don't know. For the Titan, for the Hunter, we've got Radiant Dance Machines. Dance, monkey. Now, again, they missed out on the perfect perk for this item, which is your supercharges while you're dancing. Not there. Instead, you just move more quickly while aiming your weapon. But still, that's a pretty good perk. You combine it with the Mida multi-tool, and you're moving around really fast. It's a pretty good combination. A lot of people use it in PvP. It's not a bad option at all. This is a pretty good roll. Intellect and strength. You got sniper rifle ammo, machine gun ammo. If you're getting these, I would not twist fate. This is a pretty good roll. Arc double down, solar double down, or void double down. You get to choose one of the 3. So that's a pretty good option. Although it's not a really good perk. So there you go. For the Warlock, this would be the best item for armor, I think, this week, and that is the Obsidian Mind. And we can take a look at this when I'm on a Warlock here. As you can see, it's the big, bad, black motherfucker. I've always loved this helmet. It doesn't work with shaders, but it's nice and black. And yeah, some people call it lazy because this was the original Vanguard helmet. Just painted black for it. The perk, Insatiable. Nova Bomb kills reduce the cooldown of your next Nova Bomb. In fact, if you get enough kills with a Nova Bomb, your Nova Bomb's instantly recharged. Try it out on We've Woken the Hive! Or, as our current ghost says it, We've woken the hive. Anybody else miss Dinklage like I do? I don't know. I heard he's hosting Saturday Night Live this week, so that should be interesting. Or not this week, but soon he's hosting Saturday Night Live. A few weeks, I think. And hey, maybe Dinklage will be there to, promote the game when he's there. But no, he'll probably be promoting Game of Thrones or whatever shitty movie he's in at that point. I don't know. But, again, why did I start talking about that anyway? I'm getting off track here. Nova Bombs will give you back Nova Bombs. It's awesome. If you're playing Voidwalker, which very few people do at this point. Intellect and Strength. Inverse Shadow's good. Innervation, bonus grenade energy and orb pickup. You might want to twist your fate here. Try and get like infusion or something like that on it. But still, I like it. It's sexy. Now, the best item overall for the week, more than likely, I would say the Zalo Supercell. Let's take a look at this sexy beast. I know a few people who have not had the pleasure of an upcycled torrent of Righteous Thunder yet. Now's your chance. The Zalo Supercell is an auto rifle. That's art. It is the only elemental primary in year 2 so far. I'm holding out hope that something's going to change with that in spring update, but so far, right now, this is the only primary weapon that does elemental damage in year 2. Arc projectiles have a chance to chain lightning when enemies are close together. So it's not a great chance. It doesn't happen all that often, but it's pretty cool when it does. It makes you feel like you're a Stormcaller even when you're not. It will shoot the lightning around you, do a lot of damage with it. It's a fun gun to use. It's a pretty good auto rifle in of itself, but adding the arc element to it and adding the chain lightning both help quite a bit. Persistence is a great perk. This weapon grows more accurate the longer it's fired. Bolts from the blue double kills charge a small amount of super energy and return ammo to the magazine. So again, you get double kills, you get your ammo back. I mean, that's recycling. It's awesome. This is a green gun. I mean, it's not all that green. It's more turquoise, but it's a green gun. Recycling is good. You just got to get kills. Hammer forged, rifle barrel, braced frame. Probably use rifle barrel. I think that's what I use. Good item. Good item. The legacy engram this week is for heavy weapons. All I can say here is, unless you really want a Gallahorn, I wouldn't bother, because every other heavy is in year 2, and at this point, we don't know what's coming. So this is where I put in a disclaimer, not just don't buy this, but with the update coming, more than likely some of the things coming are new year 1 items brought to year 2. Now, I'm not saying the Gallahorn's coming. More than likely, it's not. However, other items from year 1 might be making the jump. So you might want to wait before you buy these legacy engrams, because you could be getting a year 2 item very soon. So keep that in mind. And I mean, I could do a caveat on all this, because these are all 280, but I'm not too worried about that. If you don't have one of these items at this point and you want one, go for it. They don't cost all that much. I mean, the Zala's 23, but again, the Zala's a lot of fun to use. It's not too hard to get an item up to, 300 even. Even 310 is a pretty easy stretch for most people, but at least getting it to 300 is not bad at all. So there's nothing wrong with buying a 280 item. Buying a legacy item, on the other hand, for the amount of coins it costs, unless you're desperate to have a Gallahorn at this point, hold off on this. And I'm going to say that week after week at this point. Hold off, and we'll see what's coming in the near future. Alright? Down here, we've got the Plasma Drive, we've got Void Drive, we got Heavy Ammo Synth, 3 of coins, and Glass Needles. And, of course, the Motor Light Exchange. So there we go. That's what Xur has this week. I've also given you a little preview of what's to come in Destiny, as we finally got some news from Bungie themselves. We now know April 12th is the big date. For Xur, it's April 15th. We're just less than 4 weeks away from people putting down the Division, taking that out of their PS4s and Xbones, and coming back home to the tower. I'm excited. I'm thrilled. I can't wait for the daggers to come home. Oh, and for everyone to come back and reacquaint themselves with the tower and Destiny and everything, because it's getting a little lonely here. But I'm still here every week for you, and I will be here every week. Goldfinger, I don't know if you're going to be here every week, but I welcome you. I thank the rest of you for watching the Xur Report. A little long this week, but I hope it gave you some nice information and a little bit of fun. I'm sorry, I just was a little excited. So, I am the King, aka the Scott. Thank you for joining me this week. We'll see you next week. Eat a dick. Dance, sir! Dance! Come on! Come on, we're just 4 weeks away!